I welcome you all here in this session at TNB Academy. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for today's webinar, Mr. Ajay Vajpayee. In this webinar today, Mr. Ajay Vajpayee will discuss about witness audits, skills and knowledge required. Our distinguished speaker, Mr. Ajay Vajpayee, has done his bachelor's in engineering in metallurgy. He is also a lead auditor in ISO 9001, 14001, 45001, 37001, 22000, 27001, 13485, 22301, and 50001 standards. Mr. Ajay Vajpayee has got over 38 plus years of experience in training, auditing, certification, and accreditation processes. He has been witnessed by almost all the accreditation boards available globally. He has been into the witness audits for more than 100 audits, namely UCAS, NABCB, JSNG, IAS, UF, etc. He himself has witnessed and approved more than 500 auditors globally till now. So he has immense experience in the field of witness audits, and thus you will be benefited by his experience and knowledge for sure. He has been imparting training to a number of organizations, entrepreneurs, and individuals on various topics related to ISO terminologies and their certification and implementation. It was just a brief introduction of our guest speaker today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Ajay Vajpayee. I may request Mr. Ajay Vajpayee now to please take over and start
Thank you.
the webinar.
Thanks for the introduction of mine and this program. Today we are going to discuss the subject which is very important from the point of view of accreditation board, certification body, auditor process and approval of auditors, and to see that our accreditation with respect to the scopes and activity which we are performing continues suitably, and we can perform the activities of the auditing within the guidelines of 19011, 17021 and as per the certification body procedures. So as you might be aware that we as a certification body has to get through the witness audits regularly, where the on-site audit is witnessed by the assessment team or the witness team, accreditation board auditors, and we also in the same way, same process, have to witness our auditors for approving them so that they can perform the audits on behalf of a certification body like us. And those auditors approved, once witnessed, they can do audits further as well also. So let's start the process of understanding what are the requirements when we are going to face the witness audits. See, this activity includes the witness by the assessors, and when we are into the planning activity, that means before the audit is going to start, we get into audit planning, audit scheduling, audit intimation, those exercises. So that is the time we have to allocate extra time for the witness assessor, witness auditor, who can be 1, 2, or there can be a technical expert also available with the accreditation board witness auditor. So we have to give extra time for that, for the coordination work. Before the audit, we know that audit plan has to be prepared. Say for example, we are going for stage 2 audit, and that it needs to be witnessed by witness auditors. So we have to share the audit plan in advance with the client as well as with the witness assessors, so that they know what activity are going to take place, what time, so that they also plan their activity according to our audit plan. We also need to inform our client where we are going for audit, that yes, we are coming for the audit along with the witness assessor, accreditation board auditors. At the same time, when we conduct our audits for witnessing our auditor, we also need to inform the client the similar thing, that you have to please make arrangement for the witness assessor, and so the admin arrangement, coordination, hotel arrangement, travel, all the client has to coordinate along with our team and team leaders. When we are visiting various states in India also, and particularly for overseas audits, we require a translator also. So that need also needs to be completed by us with the help of client and with the help of our auditors locally available who will organize the translator, so that we can also understand and the witness auditor can also follow the language after translating. In the audit plan itself, we have got the time mentioned for the lunch, tea, and other breaks and evening time. So all this needs to be arranged in discussion with the client and needs to be duly informed to the witness assessor also, so that they are aware of all the planning activity before we are going for the audit. After Corona, this thing, lot of audits have been done remote, lot of online audits, and otherwise also there can be some sites where we will be doing remote or online audits. So this kind of arrangement, this kind of planning needs to be made available, and we have to explain that to the witness assessor in advance, and also the client naturally knows it, so we all will be on the same wavelength when the witness audit is going on. So this is the planning before the audit. Now we go into the stage 2 beginning activity of the audit. So the first activity, as we know, is the opening meeting. So when we are having the opening meeting, we have to make the client aware that who all are present here, and we give introduction of the entire team which is there. That means our audit team, if I am the lead auditor and I have two auditors with me, Mr. Sharma and Mr. Verma, I have to introduce Ajay, Mr. Verma and Mr. Sharma. I have to introduce TNV
भेज दिए
system.
प्रभाकर को भाई,
I
करवा
have
रहे हैं
to,
भैया दिन में।
अरे म्यूट कीजिए माइक अपना. We have to introduce the audit team, the three members of the audit team, and we have to make the client again clear that yes, we are representing here TNV System Certification Private Limited, and we are conducting this audit for 9001 or 14001, whatever is the standard. And we also, as team leader, I will introduce and other team members whoever is the team leader that particular time. He will also introduce the accreditation board team members, and he will explain the purpose of this visit. And also I will invite the assessment team member to introduce themselves and participate in the opening meeting, so that we all in the team know the purpose and know each other, so that for next 2 or 3 days, whatever is the duration of the stage 2 audit, we all are comfortable with each other and we know the purpose of visit of everyone. Also, the lead auditor will be explaining the method of audit and necessary arrangement, so that whatever is the progress of the audit is going to take place in next 2 days, that is clear, and the assessment team is aware of what all types of activities are going to take place during this 2 or 3 days of the stage 2 audit. So that is we are discussing in the opening meeting. So opening meeting, entire client, assessor, our team members, witness team members, technical experts, they all are aware of their roles and clear cut plan for next 2-3 days. Now, after opening meeting, we go for a site visit. We go to the office, we go to the manufacturing area, we go to the stores area, whatever is the scope of the audit we need to cover. So we also have to keep our witness auditor informed of all this, and they are also with the audit team, and they are observing, they are seeing, they are exposed to whatever is the activity. There can be one auditor, there can be two witness auditors, there can be a technical expert also with them, and if they need any additional information, whatever we need to make them apprised of the safety conditions, the health and safety conditions, the requirements of union and all, whatever may be there in the opening meeting also, and during this visit also we need to keep them informing of what is the status of the affairs in the organization and what are the activities, so that we are moving together as per the audit plan. Then when we start the audit, audit is consisting of verification of the records, verification whether it is in soft copy or hard copy. We are having sort of discussion and interview with the auditee. Also, we are taking round of the sound, the physical verifications. So all this we need to keep on sharing with the assessment team, assessment witness auditors, so that they are also moving along with us. They may divide into the teams. If we are three auditors, there may be three witness auditors, or the witness team auditor will keep on changing his time as per the audit plan. Sometimes he may be with me, sometimes he will be with Mr. Sharma, or sometimes he will be spending the time with Mr. Sharma to see which department he is auditing and what all he is verifying. So the review and verification of the records and taking note, taking the reference is a important part of audit. I mean, as such, as per the requirement of 19,011, we need to make a record, note the evidences, and we need to keep informed the assessment team that what all we are doing at what time. So whenever the time of a next department comes, whenever the time of next function comes, whenever ABC auditor is going to different departments, we have to keep our witness auditor informed, so that he also keeps on moving with us into different department and different functions. During the uh, entire period of the witness audit, this communication with the assessment team should be very, very clear. Sometimes one may be going for a little break for extra tea, or maybe extra coffee, or there are auditors who may go for other refreshments. So they need to keep the witness auditor informed that yes, now we are taking break as per the plan, or this is an unscheduled break or whatever, so that the assessment team is moving with us as per the plan, and their activities are also getting completed as per their audit plan, because they also have a audit plan to be completed as per the requirement of the witness with respective board, whosoever is the uh, board who is conducting the witness audit. And we have to keep on informing them about the progress, like when we are going to break, say for example for tea or break, we always try to tell them, yes sir, now we have completed these two departments. Now after tea break or after lunch, I'll be going to these two departments. So depending upon the witness auditor's plan, he can change the team where he will be going for witness. So we have to make a clear, very clear communication that yes, this is the progress of audit. 20% is done now, 30% is done, or now one full day is done, but still 10% of yesterday is left. So that kind of a communication is needs to be established with the witness auditor. So this is during the process of the audit, we have to keep on informing, communicating, and concept of the time management must be clear between the audit team, auditee, and the witness auditor, so that we all are at same wavelength. Further updation on any changes. Sometimes it may happen that when I am going to audit the purchasing function, suddenly, or maybe half an hour back, I have been informed by the management coordinator representative that the purchasing person is going for some urgent meeting, or some emergency has come into his house, or something may happen. It keeps on happening into the audits, or some urgent visit of customer takes place. So some changes take place into our audit plan, so that we need to inform the witness auditor, the accreditation board member, that yes sir, now this is the change because of so and so region. This activity I'll be doing it, say maybe after lunch, or just before the evening, or maybe tomorrow morning, so that he is aware of which function now he is going to witness. So we have to keep on informing him all such changes. Some auditor may be coming late, or auditee may be coming late, or these things keeps on happening when we are going for various witness audits. Travel, weather, health of persons, a different kind of working conditions, shift changes, power shutdowns, those things needs to be made clear to the witness auditor. Also, when we are having the discussions of auditors, if it is a 2 days audit, normally we have a pre closing meeting on first day evening or before lunch. Also, the auditors would like to discuss something. I would like to discuss some point with Mr. Sharma and Verma, that how is the progress of your department, how much you have covered, what part you think I may be cross verifying, which you have informed me, what point I will be cross informing Mr. Verma, which he can verify when he is going to stores activity. So all this information exchange between the audit team, we will be involving the assessment team so that they know what is happening during the process of the audit. So all this information sharing, records, whatever we have, we are the auditors, but we keep on exchanging this with the assessment team as well, so that they are also aware of how we are conducting the audit, what activities are going on, and so. And in between this process, we also, it is a good practice to ask the assessment team also if they want to see some more documents, some more, process, some procedures or some manual or some physical visits they want to see for their, part of completion of the witness activity. So we ask them if they wish, they can have more access to the physical sites or to the records and to the documents, whether it is hard copy or soft copy, whatever. So this is what we are doing when the audit is taking place. Okay. So now we go next. Further, we have to keep on informing also the findings when we are conducting the audits. Definitely there will some non-conformity, some observations, whatever categories they are. So we keep, when we are discussing with this with the auditee, we also ensure that yes, witness auditor is aware of the situation, what remarks we are making, what note we are making. If this is a non-conformity, we are asking the auditee, we are explaining to them. So at the same time, we discuss it with the assessment team also. And whatever is further agenda of the discussion, what is the development of audit, whether we are short of time or we have more time, so we may look into more records, we may reduce or increase the sampling size depending upon the progress of the audit and the performance of the audit going on. So we keep on updating the witness team about this progress. Okay. All the developments we keep on discussing with the audit team members, so that they are in light of the happening of the entire audit process activity. We also ensure that we normally will have a pre-closing meeting before the closing meeting. I mean, there will be a meeting of the auditor. I will be having a meeting with Mr. Sharma and Mr. Verma on the second day before the evening, before the closing meeting, and we will be drafting our report. We will have discussions. We will have discussion on to the NCs, categorization of NCs, observations, area for improvement, the scope, all those things. So we need to ensure that yes, our assessment team members are present there and they observe our activities. They witness our discussion. They witness what records we have further been compiling, how we are drafting the report, and we ensure that they are also present in the closing meeting. We should not be going fast or slow. We should be going together into the closing meeting, so that when we are conducting the closing meeting, they witness how we are covering all the points as per our procedure, as per the requirements of 19,011, how we are framing the scope, how we are making the recommendations. So we ensure that yes, they are going hand to hand with us, our progress of the audit. And when we are able to complete our findings into the closing meeting and we are able to make recommendations along with the scope and so on, then we offer the assessment team members also to say few words and few sentences, whatever they want to say into the audit. Normally, we will again be ensuring confidentiality of the whole operation. So they, as per their assessment plan and on behalf of accreditation board, they will naturally be expressing their views. So we offer them to speak. Yes, sir. Now you can speak and explain, as per your procedure. So this is how we come to the conduct of the audit. Now the closing meeting from our side and after their views is completed. So as far as the audit process was concerned, we have completed. Now comes the next part, when what happens after the closing meeting. After closing meeting, we will normally be going and sitting in a different place where only me, Mr. Verma, Mr. Sharma, the team of auditors are there, and the assessment team members will be there. And now they will be briefing us on to the result of the witness audit. So now it is to the accreditation board team. They will explain us what NCs and observations they have on us, what improvements are required into our audit process, our planning process, our conduct of audit process, our NCs presentation or our NCs writing or our NCs and observation declaration. So now they start telling us. So we need to listen it to very carefully, and we see that whatever points they are explaining to us, they are raising on us, we are making a note of that, and we ensure that these actions will be completed in due course of time. And in future audits, whatever points we have missed, we will be taking care of those points. So it is the witness board auditors who work at times, like their points work as future guides for us. Me and my type of auditors and trainers have learned lot of points from the witness auditors, because they have so much of wide experience globally, that whatever points they make, they bring about improvement in our auditing, improvement in our audit planning, improvement in our method of questioning. Because in audit process we sometimes miss few points, definitely sometimes we miss. So they, when they highlight those points, we take note of them and we take action, so that in future we don't miss those things. Also, what happens when assessment team members, they also miss few points which we might have verified. Say, they may say that in the scope this particular product or process you have not verified. It may so happen, but if I have confidence that I have uh, done the verification, I have got the audit note, yes sir, I have seen the pipe fitting activity, I have seen this welding process. So that is the time when he has stopped his uh, explanation. That is the time we can politely tell them, sir, this was something which I have seen, sir. I have got the note also. I have got the reference of this product and process. So something which he might be raising as a non-conformity or as an point for our certification body or as an auditor, this thing that we can explain to him, and he can tick it off. He can say, yes, yes, I might have missed it. This happens many times in the witness audits. But we have to be clear and absolutely professional and polite when we are clarifying the point to him. Because sometimes there can be a, understanding problem, sometimes into the manufacturing area where we are there can be noise, there can be a language problem. So those understanding at times we need to do, maybe with the help of the technical expert or with the help of the interpreter, and we are all on the same wavelength. Coming back again, the purpose of witness audit is, we understand that yes, they are also looking that we can be better and better into our auditing. As a certification body, we keep on improving. So we understand these points and we give them assurance that yes, sir, we have understood your points, and we express our thanks and gratitude to the assessment team auditors, and we naturally keep on learning a lot of points from the witness audits. So we appreciate their points and observations, and we give them assurance that yes, sir, we will take effective corrective actions. We will go into root cause of why and how it has been missed out. We will ensure that in further audits and further witness audits, these weaknesses are completed, and we will improve upon our auditing performance. So this is what happens when the audit is completed, the closing meeting is done. So now I have come to almost the end of the process, and I will just get back to the first slide. And one of the very important points which I thought I will discuss at the end, that is, see, when we are undergoing a witness audit, this is like an examination for the auditor. Okay, I have undergone witness hundreds of times, so I understand me and my auditing's conditions very well. So the most important thing is we need to focus on our audit. Many times our type of experienced auditor, they will say in the opening meeting itself that yes, sir, we are here for the audit of the client processes. We will be auditing everything. They are our witness auditors. They will not be conducting any audits. They are here to audit us. So for a clients, uh, they may not be representing directly the information to them, and they need not to show the records to our witness auditors directly. So the client should be made very, very clear, and our confidence level, as we are doing audits day in day out, our job as an auditor is to conduct audit, good audits, to value added audits. So that confidence level, that behavior, and that reflection should be very, very clear that yes, we are professional auditors, we know our job, and we should not be getting unnecessarily worried, unnecessarily affected by the presence of assessment auditor, whether he is from the board or from he is from the certification body side. When we are approving the auditors, we do initial approval. So we also conduct a lot of witness audit of the auditors. So any auditor who is being witnessed by a witness auditor should not get unwanted tension, unnecessary thoughts should not come to his mind. He should continue, keep on doing his job, only taking care of the situation and take care of the hospitality requirement of himself, and more so for the assessment auditor, because they are there for the first time. You are aware of the organization. I have been there for stage 1 audit. I have been there maybe for surveillance audits, or now I am here for the recertification audits. So I am aware of the organization setup, their processes. So it is my duty and responsibility also to see that the witness auditor is also being made aware of the processes, the records, what all we are verifying, and scopes, and our coordination should be good. We at times we may be going to a small organization, but we have to ensure that we are completing the audit within the time period of the audit. Secondly, there are no overlapping, there are no cross-referencing done unnecessarily. But yes, wherever we have another auditor, we can cross-refer to him so that we unnecessarily don't visit the same department again, and we are not doing duplication of the work. So utilization of time is done. Man day is completed. Man day of 8 hours is completed. We are not going together for unnecessarily things. In case of IMS auditor audits, we may share a lot of things. We may have exchange. We may do some partial common auditing also, but not going way out so that it looks that yes, we have repeated, we are the same team. uh, Similar way, in a large organization, when lot of traveling and all is involved, we need to ensure that we our traveling is also made comfortable, and also the assessment team is also made comfortable. They are duly informed about the travel plan in advance. They are informed about the, if any evening get together meetings are there, they are possible. If you client may be taking you for a evening dinner or so, so please inform the witness auditor also everything in time, so that we are looking like a team, and client is also getting clear concept that their operations, their activities are not getting unnecessarily affected because of the witness audit. Because many times we have seen some clients feel that witness audit is disturbing their operation. So it is our intelligent behavior, it is our intellectual planning that will make client also feel yes that they are being witnessed, but audit is going on smoothly. So make use of common senses, make use of the technology of auditing, make use of the resources available within the audit team. We need to utilize the time and records referencing evidences effectively, and then recommend or not recommend whatever is the condition is very clearly to be done by the audit team members, particularly by the lead auditor, because he is the boss of the whole activity. So this is what I thought I will discuss with you. I will just go through the slides once again, so that if you have any questions you can further ask me. Yeah. So any questions if you have, we can discuss and I can reply. Rishabh?
I think the team has no questions, sir.
So that's good. So I have finished my part of discussion. So you can speak few words if you wish.
Okay, so now we can come to the conclusion part. Thank you, Mr. Bajpayee, for this wonderful webinar. I am glad that we have been benefited by the knowledge shared by you on such a vast and complex terminology, also a critical implementation of the standard. I can also say with much confidence that our participants must have enjoyed the context of today's webinar, and it will add value to their expertise and domain of work. I thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of TNB Academy for giving your valuable time and accepting our invitation to be the guest speaker for today. I also thank all the participants as well for taking out time from their schedule and joining us in the webinar today. I hope to see you all again soon. I wish you all the best of luck on behalf of TNB Academy. Just thank you once again.
Thank you.